Hello all of you bubblegum butt plugs. A friend of mine wanted me to read his sexy fan fiction, and I thought, fuck that noise. But then I thought, what if I can turn it into a sexy YouTube video? That could be worth the time. So, join me as we embark into Robotnik in Wonderland, Part 1. I don't think we're gonna get to Part 2, lads. But join me. Chapter 1. The opening credits play exactly the same as Disney's Alice in Wonderland, only with Zinyak from Saints Row 4 singing the opening theme and the Wonderland characters replaced with Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog characters. Already 2 lines in, and if you don't know these characters, you're absolutely fucked. It assumes you know what Saints Row is, what AOSTH stands for, and you've got Alice in Wonderland background. You're not setting up the characters, mate. You're pulling from all of these different things, and the chances of everyone knowing these different things is very limited, which ruins the jokes. Yeah, but we'll begin. Robotnik, sleeping by the riverbank with Dina. See, even I don't know who Dina is, so we're already fucked. We're in this together, audience. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We'll power through this. Robotnik, falling down the sexy rabbit hole and seeing Again, who the fuck is Professor Kanenstein? Hey, you've got to explain who these characters are, Crimsonian. Otherwise, you've lost your audience already and we're not invested. It's like, why should we care? Why should we go any further here? So, you should set the characters up so people who already know the characters have that extra layer to it. But don't assume that the point of entry of people reading this know who all of these people are. That's terrible. But okay. Mixing chemicals. Wes Weasley and Sergeant Doberman walking along the beach. Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts as the card guards painting the roses red. Don't show any non-Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog characters for the opening, as those cameos are supposed to be a surprise for the movie. Is this a fan fiction, or are you just spewing out ideas here? I don't know what this is. This seems like you're trying to present this idea like a pitch to a movie studio or something, as opposed to reading like an actual story. Either way, we'll carry on. The credits fade away to reveal a peaceful riverbank where Mama Robotnik is reading a book to her son while he's lying on the grass playing with his cat Dina. Well, that explains who Dina is. Except it doesn't give me a visual idea. I've just got generic cat in my head. Mama Robotnik just so happens to be singing out loud the same song the pig father hums to himself in Tiny Tunes. Wasn't it Tiny Toons with T-O-O? Whatever, I don't care. How I spent my vacation. Mama Robotnik. Nailed it. It's very hard to get any kind of tone. Let's try and get into the reader's head here. Or writer's head, I should say. Probably fucked that right up. But again, Crimson, if you take anything away from this, it's an outsider's perspective trying to read your story. You've already lost the audience, mate. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm scrolling, I've already scrolled down before recording this and saw that it went on for ages. Not worth my time, mate. But I said I would read it as I remove the keyboard from my blood-deprived legs. Wait, that was supposed to be Pop the Weasel! Or Pop Goes... Okay, let's try that again. Alright, that does work. I'll give you that. But not without knowing the song previously. Pop goes the weasel. Poopsie. When are you gonna quit lollygagging and pay sexy attention to your studies? Mama Robotnik hurls the study book at Robotnik's head. Robotnik, ow, Jesus Christ. But Mama, I hate studying. Mama Robotnik, grr, you sexy numbskull. Drop and give me 12 inches right in my eyes. How are you gonna become supreme ruler of Mobius and leader of all mankind if you can't do geometry or take books to the head? Robotnik, no longer paying sexy attention to her continues to make daisy chains in the grass with Dina while a butterfly flies past his face, as they do. As we scroll down a teeny tiny bit. Where's the mouse? Down there. Okay. This recording software keeps the mouse on screen for some reason. Robotnik. Who cares about geometry? When I'm in command of all of Mobius, no one will ever have a need for it. Start singing. Ooh, when I'm ruler, when I've conquered all of Mobius, I'll make sure that I ask her. Makes a gesture to Dina, suggesting that he'd have his own mother beheaded. La 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 la. Yeah. Ooh, when I'm ruler, everybody'll say, Guten Tag, mein Führer, when I'm ruler, ha. You've already, if I were reading this normally, Crimson, I'd have given up days ago, mate. But here we go. I'm doing this for you. Telling you right now, we're not going to get to the end of even this part. But okay. Oh, when I'm ruler, there'll be no pesky talking damn stinking animals, especially hedgehogs. Robotnik now rolls on his back to face the sun. I know this part isn't part of the song, but I've got the music in my veins, baby. While he makes his daisy chain. Da-la-la-la-la-la-la. It's business time. Oh, that blue hedgehog. I'll fry him up and barbecue that hedgehog. And then I'll... Robotnik. Sing... Oh, so that line was still being sung. There's no indication. You need to make it like italics or something, or it had little musical notes at the start or something. It wasn't clear that that was all meant to be sung. Robotnik singing is interrupted when he hears an upbeat theme tune of the White Rabbit. Yes, but not just any White Rabbit. The White Rabbit. He looks over his head to notice upside down Sonic walking by with an umbrella and a waistcoat. Robotnik, it's that bastard hedgehog, to Dina, interrupting me when I was about to say the most sickening thing I could possibly imagine. Robotnik then gets up to chase after him. Come back here, you blue bratnik! Sonic then immediately checks his pocket. Almost read that as podcast. Watch to realize he's late for an important appointment. Probably an anal bleaching. 'Tis the season. Oh, my stars and garters! Oh, my tailored waistcoat! Oh, my red striped sneakers! I'm late! I'm late! I'm late! Oh, what shall I tell the BF? Hopefully he's happy. Sonic then runs off as Robotnik fails to catch him. Totally how he said it. I'm late. I'm late. I'm for a very important date. No time to say hello. Goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Okay, we're going to get to the end of this paragraph, and then we're going to call it a sexy day. Okay. Sonic then runs off as Robotnik fails to catch him. Well, I've read all that. I've read all that. Okay. Sonic, after waving goodbye, immediately rushes into a rabbit hole as Robotnik approaches, trying to pursue after him. Robotnik tries to clear every other line is either Sonic or Robotnik. It's like, come on, man. Adjectives. Other ways to describe. Be like, the rotund man. Or the speedy hedgehog. Instead of just Sonic, Robotnik, Sonic, Robotnik. Have you read any book ever, man? Seriously. So it doesn't read like Sonic. Look at every line here. Sonic, Robotnik, Sonic, Robotnik, Sonic, Robotnik. It becomes tiresome to read. It does. That's why people find descriptive words. They'll be like, the large man, the mustached villain, or something like that, you know, just to break it up a bit. So, the sneaker-wearing porcupine might be a bit too far, but still. Okay, where are we? Sonic, after waving goodbye, immediately rushes into a rabbit hole as Robotnik approaches. I think that's a euphemism. Trying to pursue after him. Robotnik tries to climb in, but the hole is far too... Definitely a euphemism. Far too small, and he can barely fit his head in there. Well, you're doing it wrong, mate. Okay, he attempts to anyway, and notices Sonic's running into a black abyss, screaming to himself, I'm late! I'm late! I'm late! Ah! Come back here, you holiday home wrecker! Robotnik then forces himself out of the rabbit hole, and immediately, off-screen, pulls out a huge supply of dynamite, and then a plunger attached to Grounder's head, in which he intends to... You need grammar in this, Crimson. Seriously, grammar. Little comma there. Intends to pull. To blow the whole rabbit's nest wide open. That should do it. Grounder. I'm ready when you are, Dr. Robotnik. You think I've got to do different voices for all of these people? That's cute. That's cute that you think this requires effort. Okay, Robotnik then pulls down the plunger and blows himself sky high while screaming. Exclamation marks. Dina managed to survive the explosion, and as the smoke clears, waves her paw at Ooh, plot twist. The cat is female. There you go. That was worth getting this far in the story. Waves her paw at Robotnik, sad to be departed from him. As Robotnik's flying through the sky turns completely black, as unbeknownst to him, he's actually somehow flying upside down through the rabbit hole. Why? We'll never find out, because I'm done here. Thank you for joining me on this sexy adventure. Take care, and as always, stay beautiful.